Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. So first pair which I have on my watchlist is AUDCAD, and we had this pair last week, and we said about possible breakouts to go up or to go down and target this support zone. And as you can see, we had this situation that price broke this trend line, went down, broke even this support zone, started to make lower lows. Now we started to have retracement, so we will go to see on the higher time frames what we can achieve. But here I just want to show you that we had this setup to go short on the 1 hour time frame. We have exactly this short 1, 2, 3 here. Entry would be here, stop loss would be here. It was around 30-35 pips as far as I remember. Yeah, 30-35, not too close. Yes, we don't want to place too close. We want to give some room. You can also draw this trend line here. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 touches extension. So if you want to protect a little bit yourself, you can always place the stop loss above this trend line. In case if price, sometimes will like to retest this and then push down again. Okay, so this is what happens. Target was not maybe 2-1 exactly, but at least it was almost 2-1. Okay, but in this case it was okay to take this trade and monitor around the support, and as you can see here, price just broke it. So in this case, two targets would be hit here. If you manage this on the 1 hour chart, you will be stopped out here with your bonus position. Okay, so now what we have, we will go to higher time frames to see if something changed. And we know that from the weekly perspective, this is this long 1 to 3. So of course I explained this many times, but you see right now it's making spike, but on the lower time frame seems like we have breakout. So the question is, do we stay like this? Yes, and price will make false breakout and will go up again with this weekly long 1 to 3, or we'll still have this continuation of this down move maybe to the next area of support or even lower to retest maybe this trend line. Okay, because we still have possibility that maybe price will go here, create long 1 to 3 like this, and then we'll continue. Okay, so we will see. This is just the approach. So now we see again that price broke this, and if you go to lower time frames, it seems still that we have like a breakout and retest right now. Okay, so it seems that we have this trend line. Now it looks like a breakout, retest, possible continuation. So I would say still that we can look for short scenarios, of course with low risk and lower time frames, because it's already late in this move. Whenever price of course starts to break this trend line together, ideally with the 36 EMA, because we have to remember that if we have retracement to the 36 can still react, make for us daily short 1-3, and price might to go down again. So we cannot just use this trend line to look for to be sure that after trend line breakout we will have continuation. We still have this daily 36 in between. So even if we decide to take any long scenarios after breakout of this trend line, first goal is the daily 36 EMA, and then we can look for another levels, like another level of the resistance, etc. Yes, because we also have daily resistance up here. So this is the situation, and now we can look for the lower time frames to look for possible sell scenarios. We can delete this support. We know that it was broken, and what we can have, and right now, or we wait for the 1 hour chart 1 to 3 below, and then we look for short scenarios, 1 hour chart with the lower time frame combinations, or maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes right now a little bit stopped. So if we get this setup here, it will be a little bit too aggressive for me, because you see that price is all around the support zone. Okay, so I would really like to see that price is making new lower low, and after retracement you can look for short scenarios. So after breakout of this bottom, I would like to look for short scenarios. So this is what we have right now on the AUDCAD. Okay, new pair is CAD. CAD weekly chart is making for us right now weekly short 1 to 3. Okay, so it seems that we had this retest, so we can have continuation where, of course, we always mark previous bottom as our potential next area of the support, and then another area of the support is a little bit lower down here. So this is where price might to go. We had, of course, resistance here together with the 36 EMA, so this level was strong or for breakout or for bounces and continuation. Of course, monthly perspective is still to buy, but we still have room to the monthly chart to look for those deeper retracements, yes, to this support or even lower, okay? So what we see on the daily chart that this trend line was broken. We also discussed this pair in our live trading room. We said that whenever price starts to break, or this level, we are interested to jump in, and now price is breaking this trend line as basically it broke, and we can see on the 1 hour chart we had the setup. Okay, so entry, stop loss. Okay, so this was our first setup after trend line breakout of the 1 hour chart. Entry, stop loss around 60 pips, target 2 targets would be hit. Okay, uh, so we had this, but this was retracement to the 12, not exactly to the 36. And now if you are not in, you wait for the retracements, ideally on the 4 hour chart, and then you look for short scenarios or on the 4 hour chart directly, or combinations 4 hour chart with lower time frames. There is also chance that price will not retrace on the 4 hour time frame, so you can also wait for the 1 hour chart retracements. This is your trend line on the 1 hour chart. 36 EMA will be acting as a resistance, and you can look for or 1 hour chart still because the target is good enough, or lower time frame combinations like 1 hour chart with the 5-minute time frames. Okay, so right now we just have to wait for any kind of the retracement, and then we like to sell this. Euro Aussie. So last time we said about buy scenarios, and you see that our goal was this resistance, and there was another one, and as you can see, this worked out quite nicely. Price just went up, yes, broke this immediately, didn't stop here, and small range and then continuation. Okay, so we had very nice opportunity on the Euro Aussie. On the 1 hour chart we had this very tiny, very difficult to spot this 1 to 3 4 hour chart with the 1 hour combination. But for our chart, we could also mix with the 15-minute time frame. And on the 15-minute chart, we had very nice, like a textbook example. Yes, 1 to 3 here to go and buy this. Okay, so we had this very nice setup, very nice risk reward in this case. Yeah, price just went up. So if we jump in here, stop loss would be how much? Around 25, 30 pips. And you see that even if you manage this on the 15-minute chart, not too aggressive, yes, you could even reach this level. So from your entry to this zone would be around 240, so it's 10 times more. Yeah, so very, very powerful risk reward in this case. And even if you sometimes, for example, you have 4 hour chart 1 to 3, you manage this on the lower time frame, on the higher time frames like 4 hour chart, so your stop loss right now would be here. Yeah, so still 10 to 1, and basically it's even 20 to 1 in this case. It's not often, guys, like this, but this is the situation if you decide to take it on the 15-minute chart and manage on the higher time frames, because of course we don't know, yes, if we are here, yes, again, we don't know if price will go in the way how we see now. But if you have clean rules to manage, this is what you also can grab. Not always, it's not so very often, but if you do this systematically, then it can pay off when this happens. Okay, so we see that this broke everything. It's pointing up, pushing up, so very strong momentum on the weekly right now. So price is very close, or even is reaching this resistance. For me, more powerful is still this one, but we still have this. So maybe because of this strong move, we will get this possible retracement. So now it's very easy. This is trend line. So we have to wait for any retracement on the daily. We look for buy scenarios. For the swing traders, for intraday traders, now you have to wait for any kind of the retracement. So for example, 4 hour chart retracement, Do we have any trend line close to this? We have only that. Okay, so retracement to the 36, to the trend line. You look for buy scenarios, target resistance. Whenever price, of course, breaks this area, yes. If we have break this, then retracement, and you have next area of the resistance. Okay, so right now it's very, very bullish, yes. Retracement on the 1 hour chart. We look for buy scenarios on the lower time frames. Okay, so now option only to go long. Sell scenarios a little bit too aggressive right now. I would like to see that we have weakness on the 4-hour chart to look for short entries. Okay, because right now it's very, very strong, so it's better to just wait for the retracement and jump into longs. Euro dollar. So euro dollar, we said last time to see breakout. Breakout happened here, but it was with the news, so there was no option to jump in here. As you can see here, it was just a drop, yes, so there was no option to jump in. And then we have NFP on Friday, so we had another news, and the price didn't break this. So basically, right now, price is without clean direction. If we go to daily chart, we can even say we can adjust this support level right now. Okay, we said that maybe price will go to this, but it didn't go. Stops here. So for me right now, this support zone is more important because simply price reacted here twice. We have spikes here, almost here. Market sometimes is not perfect, so we have it like this. So what is going on? We are still making this weekly long 1 to 3. Small retracement comparing to this up move, but we can still have continuation, or like I said, a little bit deeper retracements, and maybe then possible up move. Okay, so we go to daily chart, and we wait for right now breakouts on those two levels. Okay, then we, of course, if we have longs, then my goal will be this previous stop. Okay, we can unzoom a little bit to see clearly if we have, for example, even this. Okay, we can treat this as a false breakout. We have more reactions here, so after breakout we definitely would like to go to this zone. In between you can also find this area of the resistance. Okay, in between, yes. So so now we have to wait for breakouts, or you want to trade in the range. If you want to trade in the range, then of course it's obvious. Yes, you wait for price to reach this, you try to sell. If price will reach this, you start to buy. And this is the best way how to trade range. And now basically that's all. I don't see. We can also do day trading right now. In this way, that price will retrace to the 36. You still have like a trend line, not this, but maybe different angle closer to the 36 EMA, like that. And then you can still look for buy scenarios and target this as an intraday trading. So 1 hour chart with a 5 minute or 1 minute. But you have to manage this fast because price already retested this. So the question is, do we have another retest? Yes, and maybe even breakout. Yeah, so you can get a very early entry. Yes, because we don't know if this holds. Maybe we'll get just the retracement. Yes, retracement here or to the 12, and price will break, and we will get breakout and we'll start to look for buys. But if this won't happen, if price retrace, you can look for long scenarios here. Target, of course, this, but lower time frames, because you can still have like a lower high, and then, for example, if the range would like to stay like this, you can have this, and price will drop again to this support zone. Okay, so this is what we have on the euro dollar. Next is GBPCAD, also new pair. So we had breakout of, we more discussed this in our live trading room, but we had breakout. There is also momentum. If we pay attention for trend line, this is our trend line on the weekly chart. So price haven't reached this line yet. Maybe we'll get the retest, or so there is two questions. Do we have another retest of this level and we'll have reaction again, or we'll have breakout and price continue to go up? Okay. Of course, on the weekly chart, very strong area of the resistance is up here, but from this level to this, it's around 800 pips. For GBPCAD, it's not a problem to go like that, but in between on the weekly, we can also find something here. Okay, a little bit closer to our price action. So our last stop trend line is our first goal. When I said about the breakouts, I said about this breakout. Okay, previously we had in this wedge. Okay, now we had this breakout, very strong. Yes, so the question is, do we have some retracement or it will continue? Definitely, right now. We even took one trade here on our live trading room. It was this setup, I think so, because there was expectation. Yes, everything was pointing that maybe we'll get this move from this point and price will continue to this, but this was just the retest of this trend line, and then price kick us out. But it was not losing trade. Depends how you manage. Our first target was still hit here. Yeah. Anyway, right now what we have to do is to just wait for retracement on the 4-hour chart. Then you look for buy scenarios. You go to 1-hour time frame. Unfortunately, you see after breakout there was no option to jump in. You wait for the retracements. You look for the lower time frame entries to jump in here. Okay, so right now retracement and go and buy this. This is your target. And the last is gold. Gold is also right now climbing up. So on the weekly chart, we said that we have 36. Support is lower, but still, this was also our area of the support. We just draw the line in case if price decide to go down again after this short 1 to 3, but we see that it's holding right now. So this will be interesting situation. We have this trend line, but this trend line is not so perfect. Anyway, if we start to have continuation, we can look for potential buy scenarios. If you want to draw trend line on the 4-hour chart, this will be our line. So basically, ideally, we would like to see some maybe continuation to get breakout and clear top, higher highs, higher lows, and then continuation. If we get this setup here, you can use low risk because the question is how it will, because if we get retracement, this might be only spike around this. So we will see. Yes, I don't want to overcomplicate the things here, just build scenarios, but let's wait for any retracement. You go to buy this if price will stack. Yes, because maybe yes, we will get, this will be just false breakout and price will play around here. Then you know that later on you will have to wait for breakout of this or breakout of that, or you trade in the range. But right now, everything, daily we have strong momentum, double bottom, weekly long 1 to 3. So it's really pointing to go up. Of course, no, we cannot predict the market. We have to just react. But right now, any kind of the retracement, it's option to go and buy this. Okay, buy and yeah. So guys, that's all from my side. I hope you enjoy it. Wish you all a wonderful weekend and hear you soon. Bye.